Welcome back once again to Planet Doug, and I'm still in the mountain city of Dalat in Vietnam. That's my hotel back there. The I can't keep track of these names. I think it's called the Hotel Rosa Dalat, something like that. It's in this small alleyway, somewhat near the Crazy House. And looking at Google Maps, they told me there was a way to get out of this alleyway. And here it is. So I've normally been walking out that way to the main street and then going around, but if you come down this alleyway, look at that, set of stairs. How does Google Maps know these things? It's astonishing, really. But yeah, go down here and I can get to the street here and then turn that way. Beautiful day today. The pattern here has been for rainstorms to arrive in the afternoon, but I have a feeling that if rainstorms were going to hit today, we'd already see clouds because the skies are still blue and clear now. If there is rain, it won't be until late afternoon, early evening. So many of these small hotels in the alleyways, the laneways of Dalat. Here's another one, Montage Hotel. Yeah, they're just everywhere. Oh, there's another one right there. Just walked by, Latifa Hotel. I don't know how many of them are listed online. Another one right here, Sao Mai Guest House. And one thing about Dalat, I've noticed this, being a hilly region, you're always going up or down. So like right now, I'm climbing up a pretty steep hill to get to this road. And you can see this road keeps climbing up there. And then from this point, it goes down, down, down. So if you do a lot of walking, you feel it on your legs. By the time you get to where you want to go and get back again, yeah, your leg muscles are letting you know you've been doing some climbing. Another small hotel right there. ELC Dalat Hotel. There's one right there. BDV Hotel Dalat. And one discovery I've made about my new neighborhood is this place. Well, I didn't discover it, Daryl did, and he told me about it. This is the Dreams Mart and Apartments. So that's actually a fairly large, call it a medium-sized supermarket in there called Dreams. From the outside, you wouldn't know it was there really, but it's actually a very well-stocked supermarket, particularly if you're looking for Western products. If you're hankering for M&Ms or Nescafe Gold Coffee or Coffee Mate or cornflakes, you can find all those things in there, probably Toblerone, stuff like that. There's another hotel right there, Gold Knight Hotel. And yeah, one thing about Dalat that I've noticed, hello, is that there are no modern convenience store chains. So I haven't seen a single 7-Eleven, Circle K, GS25. There are so many of those in Saigon, even in Kanto when I was there. But here in Dalat, yeah, there just aren't any at all. So a store like that, the Dreams up there, is kind of a useful discovery. Just if you need to buy a big bottle of water, something like that. Can of cold beer. Because as I said, you don't have the usual convenience stores. You can't rely on those as a foreigner. Man, check out that place there. Never even noticed it until now. Tien Lai Hotel. Look at that building. It's like something out of a fairy tale. I wonder what the age is. Whether you can classify this as sort of a colonial building, or was it just built more recently but made to look older? I'm not sure. It looks like there are two hotels in one, at least. This entrance On the right is the Tien Li Hotel, but then this chunk of the building is the Huang Min Chao Hotel, something like that. Amazing. And then right beside it, another one, the Hotel 09 Ba Tui or something like that. And I've just been walking down one laneway and one street, a short distance, and how many hotels have I ticked off on my mental fingers? Incredible. And my sense about Dalat in general is that you don't have to stress out about picking a hotel or picking a neighborhood. I was thinking, well, you better pick your hotel carefully so that you're in a neighborhood that you like, that has cafes and restaurants, places where you can get something to eat. But look around me. Even my hotel, at first I was wondering, oh, is this the best place to stay? Am I too far away from all the cafes and restaurants? But you start walking around and there's restaurants and cafes everywhere. Every neighborhood seems to be interesting in some fashion. And the distances are not that great. So from here to the night market would be, if you take a straight line, maybe a kilometer at the most, less than a kilometer. It's a very easy stroll. In fact, I'm practically there already. There's one of the canals and the rivers. There's a very nice park, little kind of pizza pie slice of a park right here, following the canal. And then if you walk here, right at the end, just like 1 block away, that's the night market right there. And I barely walked any distance at all. My hotel is just up this hill. Come down the hill, and there's the night market. And what I'm doing right now, by the way, is just running a bit of an errand. And to be honest, the errand isn't even that important. It's just part of my ongoing life of trying to improve my camera gear. Right now I'm struggling with memory, so what I'm doing is walking to a couple of computer stores, seeing what kind of memory cards they stock. Thinking about getting an external SSD drive. I'm thinking that might solve a lot of my problems. I'm not absolutely committed to this purchase or anything like that, but I just thought, let's go for a walk, check out these stores, and then I can look at more of the city as I go walking around. So I'm turning my errand run into an exploratory walk. So let's get across here. And as I've probably mentioned many times, there's quite a large amount of tourism here in Dalat, more than you would think. So you see these sort of what they call a luxury limousine like this. You can take one of those all the way back to Saigon. And then you see tour buses heading up and down the roads or parked at the side of the road. There's a blue bus. That might be a city bus. Could be a tour bus up there. They're just parked everywhere as their tour group is out having a meal or going somewhere. So yeah, look at this. Everywhere you go, something interesting. And of course, the Dalat area is famous for its climate and its ability to produce this kind of range of vegetables and fruits, things like that. And a fish market over here on this side. I could smell it when I was standing there, but I wasn't sure where the smell was coming from. But I wasn't expecting to see so many seafood products. Yeah, you gotta watch your feet when you're around a seafood market. There's buckets of water and ice flying in all directions. Yeah, look at that. I'm always interested in these more from a visual point of view and just thinking about oceans in general. I'm not a big fan of eating any of this. But most of the world is pretty excited when they see all of this on display. They want to eat it. I do not. I just want to look at it and take pictures of it, take video of it. Maybe fish. I mean, fish to me are not that frightening. I can do fish, but crabs, shrimp, octopus, I can do them, but I don't actually enjoy eating them. I'm following a Google Maps walking directions to get to this computer store. And again, it's actually doing a really nice job. The 2 days that Daryl was here, we had a scooter, so we were sticking to the main roads for the most part. But now, with walking directions, it brought me here in a straight line. There's my road, and then it takes me right here. And of course, no scooter can get past this point. Can't get up these steps. These scooters can do a lot, but even the Vietnamese scooter driver can't get up here, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it's an interesting path to take. And of course, what do we run into? Another hotel right at the top. There should be a whole bunch of hotels here. I think Daryl and I actually rode the scooter on this road a couple of times. Up and down, and I remember there's just so many hotels and cafes. Oh, there's another one, another boutique hotel. And a great thing about Dalat too, just these little climbs. This wasn't a major climb, obviously, but from up here, well, look at that. The whole city opens up and you get a nice view. A flat city like Saigon, you only see whatever is directly in front of you. But here in Dalat, you're constantly getting new perspectives, seeing new things. I remember that huge white building over there in the background. That's the provincial government building. So, my walking route, according to Google, takes me in this direction. And we should be overlooking the night market from up here, the main roundabout at the night market. And this is one of the phrases I've learned in my time here. Kon Fong, that means room available. Oh, it says it in English underneath. Room available. Beautiful day. I mean, it's an extraordinary feeling for me. Look at this, a lovely little hotel. Just a cozy spot right here. Gotta get off the road so I don't get run over. But yeah, look at that lovely spot. I'll bet you it has really nice views from the hill just on the other side. There's a bit of a ledge there. Kom Tam, my favorite lunchtime dish right now. Kom Tam. Million Coffee over there, Europa Hotel. What a place, what a place. A little bit of construction here, but I'll bet they're building something that's going to be beautiful. Or maybe not. This could be a yeah, no, this is just a fence to keep people from falling down in there, I guess. Tulan Guest House, Ung Nhi Guest House, Min Rang Hotel. I mean, if you're here and you find yourself unable to find a room, I think you must be doing something wrong. I think you can find a room anywhere. And look at this, the DJI shop. Well, I have to pop in here, right? Let's head inside. DJI drones need memory cards. So maybe they sell memory cards. But at least I can, yeah. So there's the interior. Just go inside and check it out for a minute. Success! I hardly even need to continue shopping because I already bought a memory card. I was thinking about buying 2 of them, but I just got 1 for now. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, the DJI store was very well stocked with drones, of course, DJI cameras, the Pocket 3. They had all the latest and greatest of everything. And they had a nice display of memory cards, the SanDisk Extreme. Well, no, I think basically they just had the SanDisk Extreme Pro, and then they had the Lexar Professional Silver and the Lexar Professional Gold. The Gold is by far the fastest, most expensive one. But I think the Lexar Professional Gold is so fast. It's like a V60 card, UHS-2. It's so fast that the GoPro can't even communicate with it. So all that extra speed goes to waste because I think the GoPro maxes out at 130 megabytes per second in terms of transmitting the video. And this Lexar Professional has a write speed of 120 megabytes per second. So it basically matches the GoPro in terms of capability. So that's what I got. I normally get the SanDisk, but they didn't have any SanDisk at 256 gigabytes. The maximum size they had was 128. So I thought, let's mix it up a little bit, go for a Lexar. I've never had one of these before. They have a good reputation, very solid, very reliable. So no problems there. So I've walked on from the DJI store, and I'm up on this road that sits on a ledge up above the lake. You can see the lake there and the first roundabout. And this road here, that is the walking street. So that's the night market down there. Obviously, it's not a night market right now, but when nighttime falls, it just fills with night market. And it becomes a walking street. Saturdays and Sunday nights, it's completely blocked to any kind of traffic, so no scooters, no cars, nothing like that. But I think on weeknights, it's blocked off to cars, but scooters are sort of allowed to go through it still. So that's the way that works. And then up here, of course, we're back in the land of hotels. Long series of hotels and cafes, restaurants. And these would be very nice places, I guess, at night because they're overlooking the lights and the hustle and bustle of the night market. Just walking by another one, Faux Hua Bar and Coffee. You can see they've got some tables down there right on the balcony, so you can look down over the night market. And right up ahead here, there's a wide staircase that goes down to the night market. Look at this, here's another place right here. What is this one called? The Artista Cafe. Coffee is a very big deal here in Vietnam. Look at that wine store. Another big place. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of seating down there, again overlooking the night market. And then up here, what is this one called? Oh, there's the name of it. Taiwanese hot pot right here. Yeah, Daryl and I rode, as I said, up and down this street a couple of times on the scooter. And Daryl was pointing out things like this Taiwanese hot pot manhwa. Beautifully decorated. Look at that. All the potted plants on the outside. Very nice. Spas, hair salons. One thing I forgot to mention is that when I bought the memory card from that shop, the DJI shop, they gave me a Choco Pie. You get a free Choco Pie with every purchase of a memory card. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a store policy. They were just being nice to me. One thing though, when you make purchases overseas, there's always this little bit of concern that can pop up where, like for example, when I was making the purchase of this memory card, I didn't get a receipt. And again, you're thinking, ooh, why am I not getting a receipt? Do I need a receipt if there's a problem with the card? You normally would expect a receipt to be filled out automatically. You shouldn't have to ask for one. So I always find myself going, like, should I be a pain in the butt and tell them I want a receipt? As a customer, of course, you should. Why not? It's a business practice. And then after I paid for it, I noticed that the back of the packaging was open. So I was like, ooh, I don't like the looks of that because, you know, someone could have swapped it out for a counterfeit. How do you know it's genuine now that the package is open? So I did ask them, oh, can I get a different one? The package is already open. And they says, well, they're all open because there's some sort of paperwork on the inside, they said, and that applies to the warranty. And they have to open the package and remove this warranty information. And that's why it's open. So they could give me another one, but the other Lexar is also going to be open. So anyway, again, it feels kind of weird. It felt like they were removing the warranty information for some sort of nefarious purpose. I can't figure out what it would be. But now it feels like I got a memory card, may or may not be genuine and doesn't come with a warranty. And you start, yeah, you always end up with that overseas. You're not quite sure what the normal procedure is, but hey, that's how life goes. So here are this is a stairway that I mentioned. This is doesn't look like it now, but during the night market hours, this area is just jammed. It's a very exciting, very pleasant market, I find. And there's a whole series of steps there and chairs you can sit on, just enjoy all the nightlife. Yeah, the atmosphere is so completely different. I can insert a picture of basically what this looks like at night, and you can compare it to how it looks right now. As they would say, a difference of night and day, between day and the night market. I love the streets here, the width of them. It is a busy place, Dalat. A lot busier than I expected, particularly when you get into the evenings, and riding a scooter here can be challenging depending on the time of day to navigate all these intersections, but for walking around, nothing could be more pleasant. There's just so much space, and you get all these nice views of everything around you. It's a very open city. I love that. Look at that. I'm back in these smaller laneways behind the night market, up on the hill where I was. You can see this really nice restaurant here, like a banh mi place, Ban Khan, this place. And right here, I fired up the GoPro because there's another Sandals hotel. This one is the Sandals Lily. I didn't know that this was a chain or anything like that. Maybe it's only here in Dalat, but there's another really nice hotel. And then turn the corner, look down this little laneway, and boom, boom, boom. More little restaurants, cafes, little shops. And one thing I'm noticing, the lack of graffiti. In Saigon, this wall here would be covered in graffiti. All this white space, there's no way the vandals could resist. There would be graffiti all over these walls. Or maybe I see they have some ladders here, or maybe they're just constantly painting over it to discourage them. But yeah, I should keep my eye open and see whether the graffiti is a specifically Saigon problem, or is it Vietnam-wide? But so far, yeah, I mean, the walls here, of course, it's a fancy hotel. They would keep graffiti people away, but I mean, here, this electrical box has graffiti on it, but it actually looks old. Anyway, I'm very impressed that there's this giant blank canvas here and it's not covered in graffiti. I came across a new snack that I haven't had before, and I think I'm going to pop in here to grab a couple. You can't walk by a site like this and not have something. I saw it from a distance, what he was doing, and he was pouring in a kind of batter in each one, and then an egg, and then a few other bits and pieces. And these little clay pots get put on top of them. Oh, shrimp. So that kind of makes me less interested. Okay. Not all of them are shrimp. And that looks like squid. So I guess you get a variety of toppings. Or maybe that's mushroom. Ah, look at that. Looks so good. Okay, I love that, those little clay lids to cook them. So I'm going to pop inside and try out a couple. There's the name there, Ban Kan, and another type, Ban Mi Shui Mai. So before I go in, I'll get some video of him pouring out the batter. It looks almost like a pancake batter. Oh, it looks like he's mixing it up. Eggs. I'm sure he knows how to do it very quickly. And there's the batter. Pure white. Very, very white. And then the egg that he already mixed up, egg and onion, green onion, and then a variety of toppings. Oh, I see. So two of them get their own extra egg, and then all of the variety. Some shrimp, some kind of meat, and then I think those are mushrooms, though it could be squid, I'm not sure. I think mushrooms. Okay, I've taken a seat on the inside, and they have a menu here on the wall, and I'm going to have to do some Google translating to figure out what all of the various types are. Well, I was chatting with the server for a few minutes because we were having trouble communicating about my order. I was translating from this menu using Google Translate, and I was trying to order, but then he was kind of looking at me confused, like, huh? No. And then he would tell me something, but we couldn't quite. We were miscommunicating completely, even using Google Translate. I really didn't know what he was talking about, and to be honest, I still don't. We'll see how this goes. But another customer who spoke a little bit of English, actually the server called him over and says, "Come on, can you help me out? I'm trying to understand." But I think what's going on is that this is the price. I still don't believe this, though. That's why I'm confused. That this is the price for 10 of them. I thought it was the price for one, which I thought was a little bit expensive for one, but I thought, okay, maybe it's a delicacy. So I was trying to order like one of this and one of this and one of this and one of this, right? A variety of them, just one of each. But then he kept coming back with something like, oh, no. And then he was like tapping his stomach like, oh. So I thought he was telling me that I was ordering a crazy one that was full of seaweed and lobsters and shrimp and intestines, and that wouldn't be good for me as a foreigner, that my stomach can't handle that. That's what I thought he was saying. But now the other guy came in and he says, no. For that price, you get 10 of them. So like when I was saying, I want 2 of these and 3 of these and 5 of these, in his mind, I'm ordering multiples of 10. So I'm getting 20 of these, 30 of these, 50 of these, etc. And he was like, no, that's way too much. You can't eat that many. So anyway, yeah, communicating can be quite challenging in that way. But anyway, I ended up I ordered one set of 10 egg ones, plain egg, I think, and 10 beef ones. I don't know what I ordered, to be honest. We'll see what I end up getting. And then here on the table, they also have this sort of a yogurty sort of thing. I'm going to have one of these as well. Let's see if I can tell what it is. Let me get my... A funny thing, I don't know if you can see this in the GoPro, but maybe I'll tilt it this way, maybe get it more in line. It's like I've got Google Translate now and I can read here, but it's not entirely clear to me which one matches. So what I do is I put my finger into the frame, and then on the phone I can see my finger moving from each one to each one, and now I know what I'm looking at, and then I can see the translation. So this is iced yogurt. So I think I'm going to get iced yogurt as well. And there he is. He's working on mine. But again, it does seem odd to me that you have to order 10 of each. I don't mind, of course, because if there's any left over, I'll just pack them up and take them with me. But if you come in here with friends, like if it's just you and a friend, and would you want 10 of these automatically? I don't know. Seems like a lot, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so again, like I said, I have no idea what I ordered, but I know what I got because it was brought to my table. And so far I have 10 of the beef ones, and they're beautifully laid out. Look at that. So there are 10 of them, I counted. And it came with a bowl of soup. Look at that, I never expected that. And yeah, apparently this will be either like one of these prices. I'm not sure which one is which anymore. Could be 45,000, 55, 60, something in that range. Ooh, nice and hot. The plate is really, really hot. Let's bite into one of these. I'm saying here because I was expecting more flavor than is there. Maybe this is the sort of thing where you absolutely need to add like more like spicing and sauce, things like that, because there isn't much flavor. I did order both, as it turned out. So it's turning into a major meal. So there are the egg ones. So I got 10 egg as well. And each serving of 10 comes with a bowl of soup. And I got my yogurt drink with ice. Really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be great. But I was just saying that right now, it doesn't strike me that there isn't a lot of flavor. I thought there'd be like real spiciness and some sauces and things, but maybe, yeah, you add that on your own, but we'll see. Oh, okay, it goes in there. Okay. So I guess the soup is like a dipping soup for this. So you actually can do that. Aha, okay. So there's the flavor that I was missing. It is a soup, but you can dip these in the soup. Very good. Okay. That's what was missing. Just a little edge, right? Just a little bit of spicy flavoring. Like maybe they've got hot chili sauce on the table as well. And you could add that to it, of course. But yeah, the soup is actually it's actually cold too. I'm very glad he told me about the secret of dipping. So now let's dive into the egg ones. Very nice. Let's try some of this yogurt. Wow, that is so good. I'm telling you, people in Vietnam, they know how to live. I mean, this is daily life for everyone here. Food this good and available everywhere. That's just so hard to believe because, yeah, we don't have that kind of a lifestyle back in the great white north of Canada, I don't think. The ease of access to this range, this variety of food like this. Maybe I'm just a peasant and you could find it in Canada as well. I'm sure we have Vietnamese food in the big cities and Vietnamese restaurants, but again, it's not the same, right? Yeah, I thought like ordering 10 and 10, I thought might be a bit piggish, but I'll be able to eat these, all 20 of them, no trouble at all. And you couldn't have all of this as a dipping sauce, so you can probably have it as soup too. Yeah? And there's one big meatball inside each bowl of dipping sauce. So my snack that actually turned into a meal is over. And there's the place behind me. I didn't really get a good look at it when I walked up because I was on the other side. I was actually over there, and I didn't actually see the display, but yeah, beautiful set of buildings, and that's the name of the business where I was. While I was sitting there eating and doing Google Translate on the menu and things like that, trying to figure out exactly what this meal is called, what it is made out of, what its origins are, it kind of dawned on me, I always forget about this option. There is the tool called like Google Lens, right? I'm sure there's all kinds of different tools like that, but I only know about Google Lens, where you take a picture of something and then it does an automatic internet search for matches and then kind of tells you what that thing is. So I thought, oh, why don't I do that? It never occurred to me to do that with food. So I had that big plate of these little pancakes there, and I took a picture of one display, and it instantly came back and gave me the name of it as it's listed there, the Ban, oh boy, Chan? I've already forgotten the name, but it says it was a regional dish that originated in Nha Trang on the coast, so kind of this central Vietnam era, and made with rice flour cake, and yeah, so you get all the information using Google Lens. So that's another internet tool I often forget about. Anyway, it's actually right beside my computer store. So there it is there. Okay, Ban Can, something like that. And this is the first computer store I wanted to track down. So I'm gonna pop in there and do a little bit of window shopping. I will leave the GoPro outside. I will spare you the endless technology, but I'm going to go in there and take a look around, see what they have for sale. A pleasant little stroll through some technology there. They didn't have what I was looking for though. I'm thinking about getting a portable, like 1 terabyte SSD drive, and I can edit video off of this external drive. It might help out a lot in terms of my as they say, my workflow. But they don't, I think the price has come down. I was gonna say they don't come cheap. They used to be extremely expensive, but now I think they're more and more affordable. But yeah, just walking along, and yeah, I gotta show you where I am. Look at this. I found all kinds of places. This street, there's like another one, Bankan, and there was one over here, then another one there. There's a whole bunch of them along this street selling that same special snack. I guess this part of Vietnam is known for it, central Vietnam, since it originated in Trang. And look at this, as I would say, a very cute little cafe, Dalat Pho, and very foreigner friendly, obviously, tourist friendly. They have all of the meals here, nice photographs with descriptions in English and prices already listed. Wow, a lot of good looking meals there, and over here as well. Very, if you're looking for a stress-free place to have a meal, you could do a lot worse than this. It's really nice. When Daryl was here, he picked out a bunch of places for us to eat, and he was focusing on very typical, like, neighborhood places that were not meant for foreigners. So that's a very different experience. Good in its own way, and then I think a place like this can be quite pleasant in its own way as well. I noticed that right here, there's another one, Ban Can. I don't know how to handle the accents, but I just looked down over the edge, and yeah, so she's making them there as well. The same, yeah, exactly the same as the restaurant where I was. I love the little clay lids, the little containers that they make them in with the clay lids. Yeah, very cool. Halal food, look at that. A halal Indian restaurant. And a customer was just coming out of Sagar Indian cuisine, this halal restaurant. She said, she recommended it. Very good food, and she said really big servings. So you'll come out of there with a full stomach. Don Quixote over there. What a crazy little street. And here's some of the specialty snacks, sweets that they make here. Another banh mi place. Look at that. Yeah, it's sort of what I've been talking about with these roads being on mountains, on hills. Everything going up and down, it creates a lot of opportunities for these unusual winding roads and having buildings at all kinds of different heights. And everything is sort of open to view as you go around the corner. You get all kinds of interesting perspectives. Look at that, this whole area filled with restaurants and cafes. If I walked up there, I could probably point out 20 more of interest. And this is during the day. At night, these places would be packed. I guarantee it. Like, this is the middle of the day. So, oh, the classic pub. Look at that. Cochin Nail Room. Some local artwork. If you can fit that in your suitcase, take it home. A drinkery, cafeteria over there, burger and tacos. Aussie burger. Yeah, I'll bet you this street really comes to life at night. They convinced somebody to pose with one of their burgers. Looks pretty good. And another coffee shop. And as I said, now I'm coming down this hill. You've got this wide open view of the next street over. It's just such a great town for walking around. Oh, you know, I think I came down here on the scooter. Yeah, definitely. When Daryl was navigating at some point, yeah, we came down this road, I think, because he was telling me to hit the bottom and then do a U-turn and go. We were looking for a a local convenience store. There was one here called Winmart, and Daryl was trying to get us to Winmart, and I think we came down here. I recognize it. I think it was nighttime though when we were here, and we went around the corner, and then Winmart is over there somewhere. Yeah, this looks familiar. I think I have to get a move on. This morning I commented on how blue the skies were, and the rain wasn't going to hit in the morning, it was going to hit in the afternoon, and I was right about that. It's almost 3 o'clock now. Hard to believe it's already 3, but it is, and I can feel it. Wind in my face, dark clouds moving in up there. Rain is on its way, so I better check out this last computer store, and then I got to turn around and start heading back before the storm hits. I think I have just enough time to do it. Oh look, another Kong Cafe. Oh, that's like a much bigger one than the ones that I saw in Saigon. Much larger on the interior. Much bigger place. I found it. It's a place called Viet Huang, something like that. There's the outside of the store. It's very small, but who knows, they may have a lot of gems packed onto the shelves. I think a lot of these stores now, they sell a lot of things online, so their website might carry a lot more products. They order them for you or something like that, but I'm gonna go in and see what's available on the shelves. And then I gotta go back to my hotel quickly. I may have sounded the alarm a little bit early on that rain storm on its way warning, but it still feels pretty cool. Like I can feel a cool wind. But I'm still gonna head back towards my hotel. I'm all done my errands. That computer store didn't really have anything that I was interested in. But I just spotted this building across the way, the Western Hill Hotel. Another beautiful, or striking building at least, very striking in its design. Mimosa Restaurant, Mimi Restaurant. The Fog Bar up ahead, Vegetarian Buffet up above, Buffet Che. I wonder if that's related to, I went to a very fancy vegetarian buffet restaurant in Saigon with Daryl, and it was also called Che. I wonder if they're connected in some way. Makes sense, same name, same type of food. The decor though looks very, very different. The one in Saigon was quite elegant. This looks a little bit more utilitarian, but I'll take a picture of this and I'll send it to Daryl, see what he has to say about it. I've been keeping my eyes open for the scourge of graffiti here in Dalat, and there's some here. So these electrical boxes are covered in graffiti. There's a sign here saying, please do not throw garbage here anyway. Nothing about graffiti though. But I haven't seen very much on the walls, I don't think. Maybe there just haven't been as many open wall surfaces here as in Saigon. But to me it seems like if this were Saigon, this would be covered in graffiti. There's a little bit here, but not very recent and not a huge amount of it. Makes me wonder about Hanoi, the other big city in Vietnam. Does Hanoi have as much graffiti as Saigon does? Be curious to find out. Huh. Another vegetarian restaurant, also called Che. Maybe the word Che means vegetarian in Vietnamese, and maybe that's why they all have the same name. Vegan Heaven Cafe and Restaurant. Another small hotel. Under construction though, or under renovations. Another sandals restaurant. This one is the Sandals Camellia. Aha, yeah. This is where Daryl and I came. So there's the Winmart convenience store. So there is one in town. There's that one, the Winmart. And I just saw a sign up ahead there, something called the M-Mart. So there's a scattering of convenience stores, but as I said, there aren't any 7-Elevens, anything like that. Oh, wonder where this little alleyway goes. Let's go up this tiny lane and see where it goes. I think I'll be pointing out a lot more restaurants and cafes and things like that. Ah, right out of the gate, there's a Ban Khan place. Another one makes these rice pancake delicacies from Nha Trang. Right here. I don't know whether it's considered a breakfast dish. Look at this lovely spot. Primavera Italian restaurant. Pizzeria. Closed right now, but look at that, the seating up there looks very nice. And the lovely painting here on the wall. And that's a little flavor of the old Vietnam I remember from the 90s. Saw that much more often, women carrying produce around like that, or noodles, being able to cook. But yeah, look at the walls here. Beautifully painted, this whole building. Yeah, I don't know what that building is back there. Little homestay here. Oop. Scooter coming up behind me. Feliz homestay. Looks very boutique-y, looks very nice. I just looked up this Dalat Feliz homestay, and it's listed on Google Maps as a top-rated place. About 600,000 dong per night, at least on Google Maps. About $23-25 US per night. And yeah, there's all kinds of interesting places along this laneway. Came across a gourmet burger outlet. And yeah, I've seen a bunch of foreigners. There's two down there on a scooter, checking Google Maps to see where to go next. And another white guy just walked by. But yeah, here's the Dalat Feliz Hotel. Lovely little location here in this laneway. Yeah, it looks like this neighborhood has taken a little pride in decorating itself. Instead of graffiti, we actually have street painting, which I really like. All the sides of the buildings painted like this. It's very nice. Can you imagine if the graffiti doers roamed around the city at night with the goal of leaving it more beautiful than they found it, and they would paint something like this overnight just as a gift to the neighborhood? Now that would be something. Oh, all right. Ah, looks like this is probably a well-known set of laneways. Here's a sign saying "Way to the Market," and I wonder if that means the night market. I'm probably going to go that way. Oh, a little cafe, little cafe right here. Jira Cafe and Bar. They have egg cafe. And there's another little laneway over here. Just want to walk down here a short distance. Take a look at the artwork on the walls here. Nice. And Cozy Nook boutique apartments over here. Yeah, this must be a very well-known neighborhood in Dalat. I feel like I'm discovering things that no one has ever seen before. Like I'm seeing the city and uncovering all these secrets. But of course, I'm sure this neighborhood is extremely well known and has a reputation for being very boutique-y and very quaint. The cozy nook. Let's see what's going on around the corner. Now we're slowly, another little wall painting here. Looks very Harry Potter-ish. Than Hotel, another little hotel here. So now down here, I guess we're heading back to the main street again. Havati Homestay. Mirno Home. And then, yeah, we're back at the main street. So I think I'm going to turn around and follow that side alley where it said this way to the market. Look at that. Lilacs. Well, these lilac-colored flowers. Probably not lilacs exactly. Mirno Home. Another nice piece of artwork here. I think it was painted to go along with the scene over here. Similar colors and similar style. I looked for this place, the Cozy Nook, on Google Maps, but it didn't show up. So I'm not sure what kind of a price point you'd be looking at for this. It looks very nice, right? Cozy, as they say, a cozy nook. I didn't see this up here. I was too close to it when I walked by. It's really nice. And this over here. All right, let's follow that sign over here that says this way to the market. So far, this direction is not disappointing. Does not disappoint. Vietnamese chocolate maker, Ban Cacao. Nice. So they have takeaway hot cocoa, hot chocolate, and I guess you can buy all kinds of gourmet chocolate there. And there's that little coffee shop, egg coffee place, Jira, down at the bottom. I know Jira is on Google Maps, so if you look for Jira egg coffee, it's right in the heart of all these little laneways that I've been exploring. And gives you a sense of where it's located in Dalat. Yeah, and this one right beside me is all beautifully painted as well. Huh. And defaced with only a little bit of graffiti. Oh, Alexander Yersin. That couldn't be the artist though, right? Of course not. That must be the person that is shown in the painting. So who would the artist be? Let me look up that name for a second. I did some very, very quick reading on Wikipedia, and it turns out that Alexander Yersin is quite a famous biologist, doctor, and like bacteriologist, and he is famous for discovering the pathogen that caused the bubonic plague. And in fact, he had a home here in Nha Trang in Vietnam. He was born in Switzerland. You can see he looks European, black bearded man. He was a European, but he traveled all over Southeast Asia. And I guess he lived in Vietnam towards the end of his life. He was living in Nha Trang, and that's where he eventually passed away. And according to Wikipedia, he's remembered very fondly in Vietnam, and streets are named after him and things like that. And apparently, murals are painted after him as well. Wow, what a little discovery. So, coming up out of the alley, so this is Okay, I had a sense this was a little community with its own identity, and this is it here, Into Art Hills. So the name of this place, Phu Ben Doi, Art Connects Us. And it says that this is Vietnam's first annual inter and multidisciplinary community art show, sited in Dalat, with the goal of transforming the city into a unique cultural destination of Southeast Asia. So that this whole neighborhood here, I guess, is part of a project. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. So hey, I discovered something on my own, but lots of people have discovered it before me, and in fact, everybody else already knows about it. But that's the fun of just walking around on your own, I guess. You feel like you're discovering the city all by yourself. But yeah, here's the entrance, I guess, to the community right here. And right over there, I believe, is the big market building that I tried to get through earlier. So yeah, if you're at the night market, you come up the long stairway in that big building with all the snacks, and then you cross over here, find this road, and then look for this alleyway where Jira, there it is, Jira Egg Coffee down there. Just head down that alleyway and you're in a little artist community. Wow. We got comfort food over here, cigarette cocktail bar. Yeah, I'm doing well with the rain so far. Still staying away. Ah, music store. Get musical instruments. Nice. A little handmade crafts store. Yeah, beautiful little place. Look at that. You can smell it from here. All kinds of incense and yeah, really nice aroma coming out of there. So crafted notebooks, accessories. Ah, there we go. Aromatherapy. That's what I'm smelling from in there. And all kinds of homemade products. That would be a really nice place if you're looking for some small but very high quality souvenirs to take home and give to your office mates or family members. Right there. La Lata, is that what it is? Craftsmanship. Right beside the Dalat music store. The FT. My gosh, this town is absolutely overwhelming. Look at that. I mean, how long would you have to live here in order to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea at every single cafe? You wouldn't live long enough. In all directions. This whole neighborhood is coming together. Everything is clicking. I didn't know this at all, but in fact, that community, like that artistic area, is connected by this street to where I was having my snack earlier. So right there is the alleyway that goes down into the art community, or whatever you want to call it. And right here is the computer store that I went into. And then I walked down here, and that's where the Halal Indian restaurant is. All the other Ban Khan restaurants all along there. And over here, a bunch more. And then this is the one that I went to up here. The very first one that caught my eye. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, right here. This is the one that I went to originally. So this is where my adventures in this neighborhood started. And coming up here, right back at the night market area, right up here. So it's all very tightly put together with the Sandals Lily Hotel right here. I'm leaving myself a bunch of mental breadcrumbs to remember where all these places were and how they connect. Yeah, this whole hillside basically, all through there, this whole area. Very interesting. Actually, I haven't gone down here. Let's walk down this way. Handmade leather shoes. I'm not in the market for those, but I can imagine a lot of people would be. Look at that. Looks like beautiful work. Very nice. Hi, Nancy. Yen handmade leather. I think one of my favorite snacks in Vietnam so far is like all of these, the yogurts, cheese yogurt there that you can get. So there's a place on this little alleyway, and then over here they have the Kembo right here, which I love so much. Avocado puree with ice cream. This looks really nice. If the rain wasn't on its way very, very quickly, I'd probably pop in here to get some. And then right over here, next door, the Karma Lounge, chocolate shop, another chocolate shop, little guest house right there. Yeah, I better get walking. I can feel the rain coming. I do have my umbrella with me, but it's never a lot of fun to walk in the heavy downpour even with an umbrella. Oh, another delicious Dalat. I don't know what that is all about, but it looks like dried fruit and preserves, things like that. What a surprising town. And if you're just on the hunt for a little padlock or a fan or any other little electric gizmo, they got you covered here too. Hardware stores mixed in with all the fancy tourist shops. There's a lot of stuffed animals in this area because so many children come here during the night market time. They all want to get a stuffy. So that's where I came from long ago. I came up this road here, and that's where the DJI shop is, where I got the memory card. Was over there. My hotel is in that direction. But yeah, so that's what I'm running away from. I better go. I was going to try and make my way through the market building, but I think I'll leave that for another day, just because of the weather conditions. Another photo shoot. I've seen a lot of those in Dalat. A lot of camera crews doing photo shoots, products, models. And I think I'm going to go back the exact same way because I can remember the route without getting turned around and lost. Yeah, this is the stairway that overlooks the roundabout of the night market. Not buzzing yet. Not until later tonight. So far, so good. Or I suppose I can go this way. It amounts to the same thing. I can take a look at these cafes from a different perspective. I was looking at them from up there. Uh-oh, here comes the rain. I may have misjudged my time. Yeah, I saw all of these places. Didn't know what this one was called though. Cloud Pot. What a beautiful design. Look at that. Wooden, very elegant and simple. Has a Japanese feeling to me. That style. Healthy in a pot. The Vietnamese seem to love hot pot of any variety. I love the decor in there. Very simple lines. Go-Go House. And another one here. Not sure what it's called. And some nice artwork along the walls here too, which I appreciate. Beat Pub, Pho Bar and Coffee. Nice. That's another store that I was going to visit. Straight ahead, blue, signed with yellow lettering. Dien Mai San. It's like a big home appliances and electronics store. But I don't think they would have the kind of thing I'm looking for. Yeah, I was actually very lucky to find that DJI shop. Originally, all I knew about were those computer stores. And I thought maybe they would be selling memory cards. And they did, but they sold only the cheapest of the cheapest memory cards, designed more for like home security systems, things like that. And they wouldn't be suitable for use in an action camera of any kind. So if I'd gone only to those camera stores, or those computer stores, I wouldn't have been able to find a replacement memory card. So yeah, DJI saved me there. So yeah, here's the main roundabout. The big lake right over there. Hello. And there's the gateway into the night market. Not so busy right now, this roundabout, but later at night, yeah, you need to hold on to your hat to get around that thing. I was talking about all the tourism buses, tour buses, when I started this walk. And here's a good example. All the people that were on these buses are out there shopping and having a good time right now. And then they'll come back and zoom off. Yeah, city sightseeing Dalat. Yeah, look at the flowers here. Gorgeous. I remember when I was riding around on the scooter with Daryl, he was pointing out all these things, but I could barely notice them because I was so busy just watching the roads. And I couldn't remember whether we went by these flowers before or not. I was like, oh yeah, I think we saw those before, but I couldn't quite remember. But man, look at the size of this field. Incredible that much land is devoted to just a field of flowers like this. Wow. I wonder who had the idea to do that. Huh. This would definitely be a prime real estate if anybody wanted to develop it. Very nice that they kept it for a flower garden. And then on the other side there's a park that runs down beside the river over there, the canal. Yeah, these would be ideal for selfies, I was thinking. Just as I was thinking that, here we have some getting some quick selfies in before the rain really starts. Instagrammable, as they say. Yeah, there's the sign, Dalat, right behind it. Oh yeah, it looks like the buses come here. Everybody that's taking selfies right now, they just came off this bus. Yeah, that would be a nice souvenir for them. From an Instagram point of view, this is like a little gold mine. People drive 100 miles into the countryside to find a field of flowers like this. And here you have it right in the middle of Dalat. I just popped in here to take my own selfie, and I thought, hey, I don't have to take just a selfie. I can do a video as well, right? There you are. In the flower field. Beautiful though. It goes off in both directions, and I'm even wearing the right shirt. I can hide inside the flower field. Man, it's very bright on my eyeballs. So far so good. The rain, though, the main rain has stayed away. I just wanted to capture this moment because this is where I went at the beginning of the walk, up those stone steps there, the fish market there. And it's kind of a whole market area all along here. Some really nice local restaurants over there and over here as well. And then the road takes us across this bridge, back over this canal. And this sign on the corner of this building is actually one of those 3D signs where it looks like something is like popping right out of it. But you have to be sort of on the opposite side of the street to see it from a distance in order to get the effect. If you're standing here right underneath it, you don't actually see it. Retracing my steps. Just in time. Started to rain and then it backed off a bit, just enough to let me get home. All these hotels I pointed out back in these laneways, this is where I came originally. And I stopped off at Dream Supermarket for a cold can of beer. So that's nice. Oh yeah, that's right, the little steps here. That pleased me so much. As you head towards the Latifa Hotel, and then just over here on the left. It's a little set of stone steps, and that will be taking me right back to my hotel. So I guess that's it. Now that I'm back, good place to end the video. It was supposed to be just a very casual walk to a computer store to buy a memory card and then walk back again. But it turned into, at least for me, a much more interesting walk than I had anticipated. Yeah, it opened up whole new areas of Dalat that I wasn't aware of. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And I hope coming along with me through the GoPro, you enjoyed that as well. And I have a new memory card, 256 gigabytes of Lexar goodness to fill up with Vietnamese video clips. So, we'll see what happens next, what videos I shoot next, and whatever I shoot, I will see you in that video. Yeah, here's my hotel, the Hotel Rosa Dalat. See you next time.